moment of every round as well. There's next up, Weiliu against Mohamed Rabi. Looking forward to this one. Rabi's talented, nice style to watch. Well, Weiliu of China has been a real hit in these championships. He's only just inside the top 50 of the world rankings, but he's been no respecter of reputations. He's been knocking out higher-ranked boxers than him all the way through. But he's going to have to excel himself and do exactly the same again if he's to beat this man, the number 2 seed, that is Mohamed Rabi. And the Moroccan, who is a power puncher in distance, has an excellent style that is easy on the eye. There's Weiliu. You can see slightly puffy under the left eye. He came into the semi-final looking like that, but he beat the number 13 ranked European champion Stanionis. In the previous rounds, he beat Biamba, who's ranked around the top 10. He's been upsetting the odds all the way through the competition so far, but if he does it tonight, it'll be the performance of his career.
Yeah, definitely. You can see a slight, well, a bit of a big difference in size between these two. Weiliu was the smaller in his previous bout against Stanionis, but he outworked Stanionis. He was just throwing the single shots a lot, and that's what he'll be looking to do here against Rabi.
Yeah, that again was a contest where, depending what style you like, the judges like the busier punch output of Liu. We saw Rabi beat Britain's Josh Kelly in the previous round. Kelly's quite a decent puncher, and Rabi seemed to be hitting harder even than the Brit in that bout.
Yeah, Kelly's young, solid as well, but at times it did look like a man against a boy. Kelly got a lot of time on his side to develop and pick up experience. Rabi is a veteran of the World Series of boxing. You can see that when you watch him.
Yeah, well, whereas Yulusanov has been Boxer of the Year in the previous 2 years, this season's Boxer of the Year for AIBA in the WSB is Mohamed Rabi. 7 wins out of 7. He's already qualified for Rio, but look at those power punches already.
That was a great piece of work. A straight right hand followed by like a left hook, come uppercut. But both of them were solid.
And you see the punch output of Weiliu, and this is him. He's got a real busy style, but so easy on the eye, Rabi. He's always close to being within range to come back with his own shots, and everything just seems to flow easily. It's a gorgeous, relaxed style that he's got.
He's got a fantastic work rate, but he's the much smaller of the two. And Rabi's shots already look a lot more solid.
Tell you what, in this day of sort of catchweight contests elsewhere in other competitions, I wouldn't mind a mythical catchweight contest between Arlen Lopez, the Cuban middleweight, and Mohamed Rabi, the welter.
Brilliant. If only.
They've both got similar styles.
Yeah. Standard range. What an uppercut that was.
What a shot.
I tell you what, Rabi will fancy producing an upset in the final if he comes through this one, because he really does have a lot of tools to come out on top.
I tell you, Weiliu's trying to match him here, and he did land with a couple of punches there.
Yeah, not enough clean work coming for Weiliu for me, but yeah, he's a great little worker.
That was a real stand of defiance from the Chinese boxer.
No holding, Morocco no holding.
If Liu could get these shots off, then move his feet back out of range, he'd have a lot more success, because it's when he's in range, Rabi's catching him.
Yeah, it's just a reminder for Rabi that he can't be too lazy. He's got to, while he's putting together those power combinations, he's got to be concentrating on his own defence as well.
Yeah, definitely. Good body shots from Rabi just a few seconds ago, and Liu will have felt them from the bigger man.
Good first round. Busy Wei Liu, but all the quality I thought came from Rabi, and some power punches thrown in too. Those were the moments before they got underway. Here's some of the skirmishes.
Good right hand landed by Liu there, and a left hook. So we did have his own successes. We sided with Rabi.
So did the judges on 2 of the scorecards, but Liu's busyness was rewarded on another one of them.
I think Liu just stays in range a little bit too long, trying to get his own work off, and that's when Rabi's catching him. If he could fire in and out, throw 2, 3 or 4 shots and away, use his speed as the smaller man, it'd be a little bit better for him.
And maybe to keep punching with Rabi, because he does load up on his punches, and the gloves are not always coming back in double quick time.
He does. This is good from Liu.
I don't think Liu will be bothered about whatever comes his way. He's going to keep marching forward. He's going to be throwing punches right to the final bell.
Oh yeah, definitely. The heart of a lion, Liu.
He's had the better of the first 30, 40 seconds.
Yeah, he's had a great start to this one. But he's still going. He can keep the pace up, and we've seen that against Stanionis.
And if he can take Rabi's power, it is the sort of opponent that will suit Liu to an extent. He's not going to go looking, and you know, he might struggle with a hallucinate.
Liu was beating Rabi to the punch in this round, and he's throwing more of them.
And Rabi nearly making him back up, though. This is terrific. Absolutely terrific. They're just standing toe to toe.
That's what the great thing is about Rabi's style as well, isn't it? He's happy to stand and fight, but in this round, he'd be better off trying to use his jab, take one backward step and counter Liu on the way in, but he's just standing and tucking up and letting Liu go to work.
Rabi throws that uppercut so well. He landed another one there. Back comes Liu. He's having his own successes. One-two combination from the Moroccan again. Tell you what, this Wei Liu is one tough hombre.
Isn't he just? And in his own right, he's also really good to watch. He's busy. He likes a fight.
This would be half the bout won if Rabi could keep Liu on the back foot.
Yeah, putting Liu on the back foot would take everything away from him, really, and that's what he's starting to do towards the end of this round. But Liu's work in the round was really eye-catching early on in the round, I should say. Still firing away.
Yeah, high punch output from the pair of them. And now it's Liu trying to get on the front foot at the end of the second round.
Good round for Liu in my book, that one.
Well, it'll be close again, but they threw a lot of punches, the pair of them. Rabi got it on 2 scorecards, he got it on all 3. So Rabi leads by 2 points on 2 of the scorecards, and it's drawn on Judge B. So Rabi's in control of this one, but again, that's a bout you could argue with.
It doesn't tell the story about the scores so far, does it? Personally, I gave Rabi the first round pretty clear, and then I gave Liu the second round pretty clear as well. I thought it's down to personal preferences.
He's an excellent little firebrand, this Wei Liu. He's up against a slightly bigger, seemingly slightly harder hitting puncher too, but he's matching Rabi seemingly for strength, and certainly for work rate.
This is great. This was never going to be a dull one though, was it, Alex, with the styles with these two?
Well, they've already thrown in 30 seconds, more punches than some would manage in a couple of minutes.
And every shot is thrown with intention of hurting the opponent. It's not just arm shots, they're really putting the weight behind them.
Yeah, you can see a bit of the WSB in this pair. Both spent some time in that. Rabi, of course, unbeaten in 7.
Left hook there from you.
Well, one of the first times the referees had to get involved, they've pretty much gone on with it themselves. Rabi actually beat Liu in the WSB comfortably 3-0 earlier on this year. This is a much closer contest, much closer, even although the scorecards might not reflect it.
It's definitely a close one. Rabi, his accuracy has decreased as the bout's worn on. Liu's work rate has pretty much stayed the same. He's landing good body shots, good chopping, right hand over the top. But there's Rabi coming back with his own, and again.
Oh, massive right hand that from Rabi as Wei Liu was swinging with him.
See, Rabi can move his feet when he needs to as well, and could have made it a little bit easier for himself, but that isn't what Rabi's about. Rabi's happy to stand and trade. He loves a fight.
Yeah, he's chosen that style tonight.
Yeah.
And it's great for the fans. It's terrific for you at home. It's wonderful for us too.
He's just landed a lovely uppercut.
He throws that so effortlessly.
But Liu, on the other hand, he's taken some big shots and it just hasn't put him off marching forward at all. He's one tough man.
Well, I don't know what his nickname is, but they could probably call him the Rock, couldn't he?
Oh, yeah. He's a tough guy, all right.
You can see him. Physically, he looks carved out of stone as well. He's taken no backward step in the face of some heavy shots. He thinks he's done enough. That's a terrific reaction from the Chinese boxer. I thought there was more quality in the last round from Rabi, perhaps in the previous 2 rounds, which he'd won on the scorecards anyway.
Yeah, I've given it to Rabi by 1 round, and that's the last round. And that was close. First 2 rounds, clear one for Rabi in round 1, clear one for Liu in round 2, and then just nicked it for me, Rabi, in the last round. But the judges have got a different viewpoint, obviously, and they've already given the first 2 rounds to Rabi. Interesting to see what the thoughts are on the 3rd.
And the Moroccans in full voice, flying their flag.
الفارس
It's the Moroccan fans who are cheering. And they came here with 8 boxers. They only have 1 left, but that one is pretty good. And he's into an appetizing, tasty World Championship final, where he'll face the reigning champion, Daniyar Yalusinov. So he's beaten